Firstly, you group by get the for every shipment ID the total weights, then you merge that data frame into the original one to get the final output. But all these steps can be just done by one line of code. So there comes a transform, right? So group by transform. What it basically does is, hey guys, welcome back to our channel. This channel, Every Data Science, is all about trying to learn various concepts of data science by practicing a lot of questions. This video is in continuation of the series where we're trying to learn Python by solving interview questions from FAANG companies like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. If you're preparing for any of these roles, this is a great series to follow and build your concepts. So yeah, let's jump right in. In this video, we are going to solve this question on status scratch regarding total shipment weight. This question has been asked in Amazon, and if you're preparing for data engineer, data scientist, BI analyst, data analyst, or ML engineer roles, this question is a great way to practice your concept. So yeah, the question says calculate the total weight of each shipment and add it as a new column. Your output needs to have all the existing rows and columns in addition to the new column that shows the total weight for each shipment. One shipment can have multiple rows. Okay, so we are given a data frame called Amazon shipment, and our expected output is a pandas data frame which has all the columns and a new column that we create, basically which contains the total weight of each shipment. So just by looking at it, shipment ID 101 has three different weights, 10, 20, and 10. So if you add them up, the total weight is 40. Similarly, you have for 102, 103, etc. So let's inquire about the data frame Amazon shipment. So it has four different columns: shipment ID, sub ID, weight, and shipment date. And then what we need to do is, for every shipment ID, we need to add a new column called total weight and get the total weight of each shipment ID. Okay, now if you think about it, you can actually do this question in two different methods. Let me switch to Excel and try to demonstrate the two methods and tell you how can we optimize a solution by using group by transform. So I've just taken some of the rows of the table. Let's call the table is table 1, and these are the different shipment IDs and the weights. Now one of the ways that we can do is we can group by the shipment ID and take the weight column, calculate the sum, and since we have grouped by the shipment ID, that will become the default index, and we reset the index and we can get the values that, okay, for every shipment ID, what is the total weight, that is total sum of the weight. Now here if you look at it, so this is the original table with indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and similarly the table that we are going to create after group by and resetting the index will have different indexes. Now to get for every shipment ID what is the total weight, we will have to merge these two data frames into one. So if we do pd.merge table 1 table 2 on shipment ID and left join, so basically all the rows here is present, and we say that okay, 101 has total weight of 40, so you align 40 with these first three different rows, right? So that is what you have here. Similarly for 102, 103, etc. So this is one of the way. So here you see, right? So here you have to do two different things. Firstly, you group by get the for every shipment ID the total weights, then you merge that data frame into the original one to get the final output. But all these steps can be just done by one line of code. So there comes a transform, right? So group by transform. What it basically does is group by transforms returns a data frame with the same indexes as the original one along with the transformed values. So what I mean by that is, so if you do, right, so let's say we are calculating a new column called sum. What we are basically doing is table 1 dot group by shipment ID, take the weight column and transform dot sum, right? So basically this part, right? So table 1 dot group by shipment ID, weight, and take the weight column and perform the transformation of sum, that is going to produce this one. So this is an intermediate stuff, and then once you assign this into a column called table 1 sum, it is going to have, so this is the original table 1, and then another column is added with the transformed value. So you see, you do not have to firstly group by, then calculate the sum, reset the index, then you perform the merge and everything. So this query is highly optimized. So let's try to get that. So what we are doing is, firstly, Amazon shipment, right? So we need to calculate a column called total weight, right? So let's take the let's create that column total weight, and then how are we going to calculate it? We are going to use the group by transform. So let's take the Amazon shipment and then group by, right? So group by which column? Shipment ID, and then we need to take the weight column, right? So take the weight column, and then we use the dot transform, and what we are basically doing with the weight column, we need to sum, right? So for every shipment ID, the total sum of the weight is what we have to assign to the total weight column. So transform, and then we, since there is a inbuilt function called sum, so we provide that. Now if I go ahead and let's see what Amazon shipment now has. So Amazon shipment, let me go ahead and run this. Let's see what do we get in our output. So here if you look at it, so for every shipment ID, we have the first four columns that come from the Amazon shipment, and then we created a column called total weight, which has the total weight for every shipment ID. So yeah, I think this is, similar to what is expected. Let me go ahead and submit it to service pass all the test cases. So let me just open this in a separate browser tab. So if you look at it, everything is green, and this is how we do it. So yes, there is a original route that you can go through where we can, group by and then merge and everything, but you just look at it, right? So this is highly optimized query. All you had to do was just write one line of code and you are done. So this is how we do it. Let me know if there is a better way or more efficient way to solve this question. Let the solution be in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.